Hey guys, Camper15, joined by my co-host, The Red Wolf. We are back at it yet again with another anime video for you guys. As well, I'm continuing my anime review of Jujutsu Kaisen. Now, I did review the first season of Jujutsu Kaisen on the channel. I'll link that to the outro of this video. I know I said the next thing we'll talk about is the movie, but I guess the movie can be saved for later. Especially with the way season 2 ended. We definitely got to find some time to talk about the movie. Now,
Yeah.
season 2. Now, I was kind of behind, and I said on my season 1 episode review, or my season 1 review, that maybe I would probably do batch episode reviews to like catch up. Well, I guess that plan absolutely failed because I didn't even get to that. But we're just gonna be talking about season 2 in its entirety, the craziness of everything. The crazy cliffhanger of where the season ends, going into season 3, which is this Cullen Games arc and everything. Listen, season 1, I was just like entrenched. I was like, all right, this is interesting. This is cool. And then season 2 flipped the script after that first like flashback arc with Gojo and Geto. And then you get the freaking Shibuya incident arc. And you think, okay, some of these characters are gonna get out of here. You know, maybe so we have some depth of maybe some of the more, I guess, mentor-like characters, and maybe we have the younger characters, you know, that are still training to get stronger and still training to be like a certain rank. They're gonna come back and they're gonna get revenge on what happens and things like that, and they're gonna get out of here alive. Well, boy, was I fucking wrong.
Well, yeah. I already mentioned this to Cameron. Some of these characters do not have the plot armor people would expect. They say Chainsaw Man is not your typical shonen. Well, neither is this.
Yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen just stepped up in its ranks of shonens where they don't have the typical I would say the typical mold of how shonens are portrayed and how they go and everything. You know, I think with the fact, like, for example, like Nobara ending up dying, and we don't get any confirmation that she's alive or she somehow made it, so she's dead. Which I guess it makes sense. You're not going to do all that flashback she had, and you're just going to bring her back from the dead and everything. You know, she's dead, which it's like, when you go back to season 1 and you can see, okay, she was part of this like main trio of, you know, Fushiguro and Itadori, and she's right there, and obviously you see her moments in season 1 where I'm like, she's actually a different like type of female character where she can hold her own, and she can back the talk she freaking can say. And I was getting invested in her. And then season 2 comes and she ends up dying thanks to Mahito. And that shit pissed me the fuck off because I'm like, they did not kill a waifu character off, man. They did not do that.
I feel like we should have saved this till we go further into the review, but yeah, you're right.
Like, shit, I'm trying to compare this to other freaking animes or other shonens. That's like fucking Nobara's death is like as if a freaking villain killed freaking Bulma. That's like if somebody killed Orihime or a Nami or a Robin. It's that big of an impact where you wouldn't think these characters are safe. They surely can't die. And then they end up dying. So I don't watch Naruto, but that's probably like Hinata or Sakura dying. Like, or My Hero Academia. It's like Ochako, if Ochako were to die, because she's like the biggest female character in that series.
Yeah, I feel like we get it.
Like, that shit shocked me. Now, before we get to the Shibuya incident arc, let's talk about this flashback arc involving Gojo and Geto, which you get the understanding of why Geto ended up turning evil and becoming the person we saw in the movie and everything, which absolutely you can understand his point of view, because he had that thing and it's like, why do we continue to risk our lives out there. And 9 out of 10 times, the people I work with, I come back to the school and they're either dead or they're badly hurt, or if not worse. It's a waste of time. On top of it, we know the fact that Rico died, the death of Rico, had a huge impact on Geto and how we viewed things. And you have that very ominous scene where you have it where Gojo is walking out with the dead body of Rico, and he's in like this crazed look where he's just like, after he defeats Toji, after he's just like, so Geto, we can kill them all. These people just chanting in the background, and everything. He's like, you want to kill them? And Geto's like, no, I don't want to do that. Let's just go back and everything. And obviously with the fact that Gojo, when he had this awakening of his abilities and everything, that basically
he was high.
Essentially, he was high on his power, which goes to show you how strong he was. He was that strong as a teenager, and like we don't even know like his crazy limits he is at right now as an adult.
Mm-hmm.
So you get that scene, that scene was creepy actually when he was refight. Now the thing that got me at first, it was nice to see the little intro with this whole storyline, this flashback. I'm like, okay, we're getting a nice little peaceful thing. I know something's gonna turn up where things are gonna get crazy, but I didn't expect damn near Gojo to almost be on his fucking deathbed the first match against Toji. And I was like, whoa, hold on, he's not supposed to die.
Let's talk about how strong Toji is, by the way. This
ahead.
man, without any curse power, has this insane physical strength that puts even other Jujutsu sorcerers on the line. Like, what the heck is this guy made of? And I know for a fact Toji has simps.
Anything else to add to that?
But I just want to know your thoughts on Toji as a character.
He was crazy. He was just crazy. Like he was like a freaking combat prowess type of dude. He was insane. Like when when they set it up in that flashback where he was kind of like setting up like the whole plan, to have other people go after them just to kill Rico. He was like thinking all the periods like, oh, that Gojo dude, yeah, his ability. If I make him use his ability nonstop, he's going to tire out and he's going to exhaust. And when he's exhausted and everything, that's when I'm going to strike and get him at the last moment. And that's what he did. And when he had that first fight, I'm like, all right, Gojo's going to find some way to get out of this. He's going to find some way to get out of this. And then he didn't. And I was like,
oh shit.
I was like, hold on. How does he come back from this? And then you find out how he came back from it.
He's high.
I mean, you see how he has his second matchup. He absolutely destroys Toji. Like, absolutely destroys him.
Mm-hmm. And Toji died standing up.
Now, mind you, too, even after the first fight, like, I'm thinking, okay, they're probably gonna save the girl. The girl's probably gonna be saved and everything. And then, like, you have that conversation between Satoru and Rico about like what she wants to do and how she doesn't want to transform into this different being and everything. Because that was the thing. They were gonna take her to this place so she could turn into this different being, essentially erasing who she really is. And then you get that point where he shoots her with the gun, and that was like,
that was shocking and heartbreaking.
because you grew to like Rico's character.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, when I saw that gun, I was like, no! And then he turns around and Geto turns around and he sees Toji, and I'm just like, motherfucker. And didn't he kill like her maid and everything?
I think, yeah. We don't ever see her again after that, so yeah, I'm pretty sure she's dead at this point.
So that, that, and then you have the fight between Geto and frickin' Toji. That ends up being crazy, but again, that the rematch between Gojo and Toji was absolutely insane, where he's high on his power and everything. And then you have it to where Toji is like, listen, I got a son. Can you watch after him? Which is Toshiro. Not Toshiro. God damn it. I'm thinking about Bleach. Fushiguro.
Yeah,
Uh,
Fushiguro. Megumi Fushiguro.
Megumi. My God. What the hell?
Yeah, and
Toshiro.
yeah. All that aside, Toji has his casual moments also, like when he's betting on something, and also when that guy like he's working like with like a he's talking about like his major plans and stuff, and he's all like a
Also, I think we were talking this like off camera, like way like few hours ago. But like one of the funny parts in the flashback, I guess one of them was the what one well yes, it was when they go to pick up Riko from her school, and then Gojo comes in, and this man, all the girls start freaking out about this dude, about Gojo because he's all hot and everything, and they're like pestering Riko like, oh, is this your boyfriend? Is this your boyfriend? She's like, it's not my boyfriend. She's my cousin.
I
And
mean, I
her,
mean, I mean, hey, if I was gay, I would fall for that also. If I was gay,
you sure you would say you're okay saying that in open video?
I'm straight, but I don't discriminate, man.
All right, all right, all right.
I,
And
I'm,
that whole scene where when he takes off his glasses, they go absolutely crazy. And then the funny part where the teacher just scoots up and everything, and it's just like, here's my number, by the way. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, the teacher wants some of Gojo. I'm like, hold on, teacher, you're a teenager now. Come on now, calm down. But it's anime, right? It's not like anime be doing this stuff.
mm-hmm.
Anyways, the funny moment where I guess Gojo was being a little bit gay with freaking Geto as well. It was like in the first episode when they were shooting the basketballs, and he was like kind of coming on to Geto or something like that, but in a jokingly manner. I don't know if
Well, the fan base is like that. The fan base like that.
they also had that one girl companion too. She wasn't much in the flashback.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, she's that hot doctor. Remember?
Oh, she was the doctor?
Yes, that's her.
What?
That's her. You didn't know?
That?
I mean, yeah, she looks a little different, but yeah, that's her.
Oh my god. I'm claiming her. I'm claiming her.
Go for it.
At least she looked. See, in her teenage life, she looked close to Nobara.
Yeah, I guess that's what they were going for. That was what they were going for. And
Oh, now it puts two and two because she smokes in the future. God damn it.
yeah, and also, well, obviously she's not doing much because she's more of a medic.
Yeah. Then you have the moment where Geto he's pondering like this whole thing between like humans that don't have.
Can you pause for a moment?
All right. Anyways, sorry for that interruption, but what was I last saying? Oh, the Geto stuff. He was having this inner conflict with the fact about humans that don't have cursed energy, and like, are they worth it to like protect, or like, is it worth it that we go out here, like, waste our lives away, potentially throw our lives away for people that don't have this cursed energy to protect themselves from obviously these curses and everything. And then that's when he gets into the mindset of thinking like, no, they're worthless. And that's when he started calling these dudes monkeys.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, Frieza and this guy would be absolute best friends, since they like to be calling the race they hate so much monkeys.
Even though he's a human himself, just with cursed energy.
Yes. And that whole scene was, and that kind of had that one scene where you had what's the one blonde-haired chick we saw at the end of season 2? What's her name?
I'm trying to remember.
I have the character list popped up. Hold on. Let's see. Jeez, I'm trying to find her. I can't find her. I can't find her. It's the one blonde-haired chick.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Oh,
Which
Yuki. Yuki.
which I claimed, by the way.
You claim Yuki?
Yes.
It's Yuki. Yeah. There was now funny. Listen, I don't mean to be a thirsty boy over here, but they showed like I'll have to send it to you. They showed like one of these images, like of a character design of hers, like in like storyboarding. I don't know what the drawer did or the artist did, but for some reason they just gave her massive cake.
She does have massive figure in the anime, if I'm being honest.
Like my God, I saw it. I'm like, no, they didn't give her cake. They gave her cake.
And also, does she have some muscle also?
Yeah,
Or am I tripping?
she's kind of muscular.
Yeah, which I'm all for.
I didn't know you had Yuki. What the fudge? You took all the damn girls. You took Nobara. You took freaking Maki.
Uh,
Now I didn't know you took Yuki. I guess I got hot nurse then.
yeah.
Yeah, did you claim Mei Mei? Oh, we'll talk about Mei Mei in a second. Oh my God, don't get me started with that. Oh brother.
Oh brother, indeed.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's finish up on this splash match. That led into the whole scene where Yuki comes on Ghetto and she's like, "What type of women do you like?" and everything. And that's when he kind of realizes his true intentions and everything. You have the one thing where he talks to Shoko and everything where he tells her like, "Yeah, I'm doing this and that." Or he actually goes back. See, this is one of the shocking things. He goes back to his hometown and he basically kills people. Like kills his own home village. Just to save the two girls we see later in the future that end up tragically dying. But just absolutely crazy. And then obviously we know that led into the movie and everything. And I thought it was absolutely shocking that Gojo was like very shocked and he couldn't believe all this stuff and everything. Which that's why he didn't pick a fight with him. And then obviously he knew, you know. See, and that kind of sucks that he never got that fight in the movie, but it's understandable why. He probably just didn't want to fight him because like that's his boy, that's his friend. Like he didn't believe like he would do all this and everything. Like shit, if my co's over here turned evil for some odd reason, I would have a tough time trying to fight him.
And vice versa.
So
Bro fist.
yes. That cuts to the present time. You get the one little filler episode where it's about that one girl that liked Yuji. I was like, oh, this girl likes him. She was a fat girl. Listen, fat, ugly girl, but she turned into an attractive, nice lady. Yuji could potentially have a girlfriend. And the next thing you know, I'm thinking about, I'm like, oh shit. Oh, he's not gonna get her again. Probably never gonna see her again. Now the fact that he's a fugitive.
Not only that, how much you want to bet she died among the chaos?
Probably. All right. So this leads into this Shibuya incident arc where like these threats are being made and everything. And obviously you have it to where they go to Shibuya. Now Gojo steps in at first to take care of the situation. And honest to God, you would think, okay, if Gojo should be able to handle this by himself. He fixes this issue. Guess what? We don't have to get our hands dirty. But if we have to get our hands dirty, we'll call for backup if he needs some assistance. And you get it to where Ghetto essentially like traps Gojo. And you get the revelation because when I watched the movie, I was like, he's dead. Wait a second. That doesn't make any sense. And then you get the whole reveal where it's Ghetto, but it's not Ghetto. It's basically this curse that took over Ghetto's body.
Either a curse or some other curse user that managed to get a hold of his body.
Yes, because he said in the last few episodes, this is not the first time he did that. He's done this multiple times with other people's bodies. So we're dealing with a guy that is able to put himself into other dead people's bodies and be able to access their abilities.
Which also leads me to believe, even if they beat this fake ghetto, this guy will not die. Truly,
Unless I guess they killed his brain.
that I imagine that to be very difficult.
So, that explained the whole ghetto thing to me. I was like, okay, so that makes sense why he's freaking alive. He's just using it. And this catches Gojo off guard so much that he ends up getting sealed away. And probably one of the craziest plot twists you'd think coming. And basically it becomes this thing of like, okay, we gotta go save Gojo now. And that's what it leads into Yuji and company and all the characters we know from season 1. But hell, before this arc even gets started, we get the Mechamaru fight against Mahito, which was crazy in itself. And we found out the traitor from season 1 was freaking Mechamaru.
Kind of seriously, but yeah.
And we just found out he wanted to do that so he could have it, so he could be able to use his original body and everything. And then, dumbass, I don't know why he would trust these bad people, thinking like, "Oh, you would get off scot-free." Now
Well,
we kind of
he probably was he was probably sure that he wouldn't let him go scot-free. He just wanted his body back and so that he would be able to fight them at full power.
which was crazy because he damn near almost killed Mahito. He almost killed Mahito, and then it's so sad because you have his death scene and you find out like this guy really cared for useless Miwa, and
I call her Miwa. Don't make her feel bad.
I know, sorry. I'm useless Miwa. All right, anyways, you had, and it was emotional because you could tell he probably also wanted to have a regular body so he could spend time and live probably happily ever after with Miwa because he liked her, he had a crush on her. And that's just one of the first emotional deaths you get.
Mm-hmm. Fun fact though, his Japanese voice actor is actually Kirito's Japanese voice actor. After hearing it correctly.
I watched the dub, so I wouldn't know that.
Shit.
So yeah, and then by the time I started binging the sub or watching the sub version, his little walkie-talkie had already died.
Mm-hmm.
So again, going back, that we have it to where okay, the other characters coming out, they're all split up into pairs, which I'm just like, why would they split themselves up into pairs? Anime logic. And you have it to where Yuji is with freaking Mei Mei and her younger brother. Now I'm just gonna get this Mei Mei shit out the way. Now Mei Mei is OP as shit. I like Mei Mei. Like when she went up against Fate Ghetto and she went up against that one curse, I was like, okay, she's crazy strong. And then you get the start of, I forgot what episode it was, and you get the start of that episode, and next thing you know, she's sleeping in this bed because she's in Malaysia, I believe. And I'm like, what the? I'm like, first things first, how the hell she go all the way from Shibuya to Malaysia? Should she just like, all right, I'm getting the fuck out of here because shit is getting crazy, and I'm not trying to waste my life. So you have to wonder, is she gonna be a fugitive?
Your guess is as good as mine. Like first off, first thing we see is what she was about to fight the fake ghetto, and then all of a sudden she's there. Unless they never fought, and for some odd reason the fake ghetto just let her leave.
Yeah.
During the time that everybody else was fighting.
Yeah. And then when you cut to Mei Mei in this hotel, she is legitimately sleeping, butt-ass naked, to her little brother. Now listen, the scene was spicy as fuck. I'm not gonna lie about that. But when I saw that, I was like,
Uh-huh.
I was like, okay.
I mixed emotions about that.
I know. I just saw that scene. I was like, I was just trying to like
Process.
Okay. And it's funny because I saw it on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, and JJK fans were like, I can't believe they actually did that scene. I was like, oh.
So I'm guessing it's just as spicy in the manga.
well, I guess spicy and inappropriate at the same time. Listen, I don't know what the JJK author was thinking, but I it's implied that she banged her brother.
But her brother still has his clothes on. So I wonder.
I have no Listen, I have no clue. Maybe he unzipped his pants and I'm not gonna talk about this anymore. It was a weird ass scene. I don't want to see. I've already seen enough animes that keep goddamn teasing this incest fucking angle shit. I don't like it. And it's usually in these goddamn romance animes too. I don't know why they do it, but for some odd reason, Japanese people have a fetish for angles revolving brothers and sisters potentially being in more than just a platonic relationship. Have no freaking clue. They think it's nice and good and funny. Or wholesome and sweet. Nuh-uh, it ain't sweet over here in America. Please do not show me that again. Listen, Mei Mei's a hot-ass woman. I'm not gonna lie. Then I saw that, I'm like, you know what? I'm done.
Yes.
Now, would I love to be the brother sitting right next to Mei Mei in the bed right next to her? Yes, I would.
She would probably charge you extra for it though, knowing her.
Anyways, moving on. You get the crazy stuff that happens in this arc. For example, you have freaking, oh my god, Toji show up, just being brought back from the dead because literally this grandma's like freaking grandson literally eats his essence and turns back into Toji, and the Toji persona just takes over this dude's body.
And during the time he's around, we get to see another huge example of how strong Toji is or was back then, and still is now that he's revived again.
And to the point, he just goes batshit crazy. Now, one of the things, Nanami, his whole stuff was absolutely crazy. His death scene was emotional. Now, go ahead.
That was that. I mean, don't get me wrong. Noboru's death is emotional, but I'd say Nanami's death is way more emotional. The way they portrayed it.
Yeah. Now, he had a badass moment when he was beating up that freaking weird ass dude.
Yeah.
That was just like, oh, so much fun.
Yeah, he was brutally stabbing people, like picking on people like apparently weaker than he is.
Yeah. See, when Sukuna comes up and basically when Sukuna ended up killing that guy, I was like, there we go. I love that. He was a weirdo. And when Nanami beat the shit out of him, I was honestly like,
kill him.
I was like, kill this fucker. Kill this fucker. I'm sorry.
They did explain how he survived Nanami's punches. I just don't remember how.
I don't remember much of it, but it akins to like him being like fucking like a cat with 9 lives, essentially. And then the worst part is he didn't realize, oh frick, I used up all my lives. And it had something to do with like his teardrop tattoos on his face.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you knew you were out of lives, don't you think you would get out of there and not even want to get into a fight? Hey, listen, I was happy he died, so I'll take it. Yeah, Toji coming up and having his fight with Fushiguro, Megumi. That fight was insane. That fight was insane. I was actually shocked. Like, I wouldn't say Megumi was keeping up, but he was like going as fast as speed just to stay away from the dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and he was like, at some point, he was moving so fast, he basically had to predict this dude's movements on where he would go, which is absolutely crazy because the man had to basically go Ultra Instinct against him to be like, all right, what the heck? I can't read his movement because he's moving too fast. And then you get the Toji death scene where he's just like, "Hey, are you Fushiguro?" And then he's like, "Yeah." He says his full name and everything. And then because Toji, because it goes back to the flashback, he basically has ties to the Zenin clan and everything. Which in a weird way, that would mean Fushiguro is related to Maki and her sister in some sort of weird way, like a distant cousin, I'm guessing.
Yeah, Maki Zenin, and
That's too bad, because in some cases, I almost shipped Maki and freaking Fushiguro.
what?
Yeah.
I did not ship them at all. I'm sorry.
It probably had something to do with season one. I kind of shipped them in season one. But after I saw the movie, I kind of shipped Yuto with Maki.
Yeah, that's better.
Albeit, Maki's probably burned.
Mm-hmm. Is she dead? Is she dead? Like, she can't be dead, right?
Let's get to that. So you have it to where, what was the Molten Man's face? I know it started with a J. It's
Jogo.
Jogo. Like after they get done fighting the one dude that they were so like, it was so hard for them to even get by to the point that, basically an uncontrollable Toji had to come in and freaking kick this dude's ass and kill him. You had it where Jogo shows up, boom, boom, boom. Just burns them all.
Yeah, he burned Nanami, he burned that old fart, and then he burned Maki.
And I was just like, oh. And the worst part is, that they don't say anything about Old Man Zenin or even freaking Maki to see if they're like still alive. If they're still alive, they are burned to a crisp. Because we saw what Nanami looked like after he was just walking up before he ended up dying. Man looked like Two-Face from Batman.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
One face was his regular face, the other side was like just completely burned, like as it was Two-Face. So it's absolutely crazy. Now we're running out of time. We'll come back. We'll talk about like the Yuji fights, the Sukuna stuff, and then obviously the cliffhanger that is the season finale of season 2. We'll be back with the second half of this video. Till then, guys, we'll see you in a few minutes.